What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA Impact Wrestling review this week. And a lot is going down with the new world champion himself, Eli Drake Dummy, yeah, which he was entering the Impact Zone tonight, as also Dan Lambert and his American Top Team with Bobby Lashley continuing to argue with Jeff Jarrett. I'm really trying to get the hang of that little whole storyline, so I'm not sure whatever this MMA versus TNA thing is going, but I don't know. But we'll get more in time of that later. But so here we are today. That's fun to use that little button. But continuing on the show, Eli Drake was out here with Chris Adonis. He was the new world champion. He came out in a suit. He had a cigar in his mouth, and which he had his old theme song back. That was the one by Jeff Hardy also. I believe he made that song, so they changed it up. He had a couch out there, and he said 14 years. He has busted his keister all over this business, country, and the world. And you know, this whole title makes him happy, but it doesn't. It pisses him off looking at the belt because it's taken him this long to become a world champion. And it's overall because after all the BS and politics here, he's now at the top of the mountain, and it's all that matters now. And he says when you get to the top, they think you're not hungry anymore. They don't think you still have the same drive. But he said it was BS. And he's in a pool earlier today, which was some kind of a funny joke. Say, she had, has Drake in her sights wearing some leopard print bikini. And they'll say she was a cougar looking for a cub. Yeah, dummy. Yeah. Shut up, dummies, I'm talking. And, tried to offer some of, the mother's milk. But Drake said he only drinks from the jugs. Yeah, she had jugs. And only drinks from the plastic kind. And these are plastic. Hey, now, which was pretty funny. But, he doesn't get... He didn't get the rest. Thirst is his quench of thirst or something. And he said, since he is the champion now, he stands at the top. Nobody could stop him. Bobby Lashley, EC3, Eddie Edwards, Johnny Impact, or Mundo, or whatever, or even Jim Cornette himself. And he says, that's why I am the champion now, and that is just a fact of life. Johnny Impact, Johnny Mundo, or whatever, pretty much came out. He had pretty much promoted his DVD, Boone the Bounty Hunter. Talking about, you've been working for 14 years, and, you watch yourself online, become marked out as a champion and stuff, but we're all tired of you running your mouth. The Impact Zone is tired of you running your mouth. The crowd chanted, shut the hell up. And then, Johnny pretty much went to say, I am the AAA Super Mega World Heavyweight Champion right now in AAA. And he said being a champion and keeping the title is two different things. He said he was going to take that belt from him until Eddie Edwards came out. Eddie Edwards came out as Johnny sat down. And he talked about, and everything. And, this isn't my first rodeo. I was once the world champion before here. And he talked about Mr. Impact then. And he says, he respects what you've done, in AAA, being a AAA champion, but this isn't AAA. This is Impact Wrestling, and I outrank you. Pretty much telling Mundo there. And since he, he's been the world champion before, he said he needs it. He needs to become the world champion again. And Drake pretty much went on to say, this one deserves a punch to the face to Edwards he was talking about. And Johnny says, I respect you, but you've had your shot. This is mine. Next thing you know, Jim Cornette comes out. Kind of way to help this segment out because it went kind of long anyways. There's no reason to bicker and argue. He said this whole title picture is more hotter than a summer Sunday after the Come to Jesus meetings, he said. I was at a few weeks ago. And he talked about there's a lot of people that are gunning for that title. Matt Sydal was in the back. Bobby Lashley, he wants a shot. And he says anybody can win this thing. And you know what? We're going to have a tag team match tonight. Pretty much Drake and Adonis there versus Mundo and Edwards, and whoever gets the pin on Drake will get a title shot then. So yeah, even though the segment went a little bit long, Eddie, he pretty much, not Eddie, but Eli Drake had a great promo out there showing he can be a world champion because the guy does have a gift of gab, and with his skill, like I said before last week, I think it's a good move that he is the world champion right now, and we'll see where this goes. Hopefully, really good. Next, you know, Terrence Terrell's in the backstage, I guess, in some coffee and some type of lingerie and tutu. And Allie asked why you were mean to Gail Kim last week. I thought you were both BFFs. And then Terrence says, you know what, try to, you know, I'm sorry. And then next thing you know, Terrence pretty much start beating up Allie, throwing her. He says, are you out of your effing mind? He says, you give Gail Kim that message. So at least Allie showed up talking again. But I guess Terrence Terrell's probably going to take her out now. A lot of match tonight. OVE, the Ohio versus everything guys went against or the Chris brothers, they're called, versus Mario Baraka and Fallah Bah, which I'll give Fallah Bah one thing. You got people to chant saying Bah, Bah, Bah. It was a good match. LAX was watching in the back. These guys, maybe they're probably the next contenders to go against them for the tag team titles right now. I'll admit, OV's hitting better. I'm still trying to get to this whole Ohio versus everything, but they do bring something to the table. I will give them that. So, give it time if they're going to be the next ones and, you know, ready to go against LAX then for the titles. Jim Cornette was talking to Moose about competing at the AAA Mania show, which this is a very bad timing thing. I don't know who did this, or maybe they shouldn't even put this in there. Listen, the AAA Mania show was last Saturday, and we already pretty much know everything from the news. If you follow AAA and that, I just happened to watch it because people was promoting it last Saturday. We all know about the Rosemary and Sexy Star situation. I saw it there, so it already happened last Saturday, folks. So I don't know why they're trying to promote something that already just happened. Bad timing in the tapings, I guess. And pretty much Cornette told Moose, you know, he's going to be competing there, even though it's already happened. And he said AAA doesn't let a lot of Americans compete, even though I've kind of seen it for the past few years, many of them. Guys like, especially if you look at a lot of Americans in Lucha Underground, we've seen Jeff Jarrett there several times. Johnny Munoz is there last Saturday. He's been there many times in Mexico. Mr. I'm Not a Machine, Brian Cage, or Mega Champions, or Jack Evans. He said Lashley was also going to be there, so he gave him a heads up. Next thing you know, EC3 says, why am I not booked for Triple Mania? And Chris Cornette says, because you're busy here doing TNA or GFW stuff. And you're going to be facing Phantasma Jr. or King Cuerno in a Grand Championship match. And then Cornette moves. For some reason, they did Road Dogg's thing and said, oh, you didn't know? It did say, you didn't know. And then pretty much Moose and Cornette said, your ass better call somebody. Which I don't know what the point of that was, doing a Road Dogg joke, and then they just laughed and left in, as EC3 looked really confused. Caleb Conley went against Petey Williams, who hasn't wrestled in TNA for almost 6 years, I think, making his first TV match back. Trevor Lee was out there with him. It was actually a really good match, to be honest. I did like that. What did he do? Like a it was before he did the Canadian Destroyer. He did like a not Top Con Hilo, but pretty much like a Hurricane Rana from the pretty much jump on the outside of the outside arena, and that's pretty much what he did. So he pretty much really good. Oh, it was a Planka into a Hurricane Rana. That's Top Con Hilo. I got that wrong, but it was a really good match. CP Williams. I'll give them one thing with the X Division. They are doing better instead of put them in multi-man matches and actually doing singles matches. So P.A. Williams are good back on TV. Especially I love seeing the Canadian Destroyer all the time. And pretty much Sanjay Dutt came out to help after Lee and Conley attacked them then. So yeah, P.D. Williams, he did good coming back to TV. I did enjoy him. I just didn't understand why he was back a few years ago. Then he retired from wrestling, but I guess he wanted to come back now. So that's good. God, one horrible thing about this show, and yeah, I don't know why I repeat this all the time. We know how bad she is. Karen Jarrett pretty much told Taryn and seeing he can't do whatever he wants to get a match with Gail Kim and Allie. Like, I don't know. Karen Jarrett's annoying. Next thing you know, standby wrestler Richard Justice, for him to say he was 205 pounds somehow. He had his match and he went against Congo Kong. Congo Kong pretty much destroyed him. Next thing you know, Mahal Shear came out and knocked him out of the ring, which was probably supposed to be Tyrus' spot anyways, but Tyrus left, I believe now. So yeah, Johnny Impact was interviewed in the back talking about he wants to win the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And him and Adonis aren't pushovers, him and Eli Drake. And he's known Adonis for 15 years, and Drake's no slouch. But he said this gravy train, he's going to be putting him in the Slam Town tonight. LAX was in the back as Conan was telling Low Key to take out James Storm. James Storm making his return match. We haven't seen him since Slammiversary. So he was going to go against Low Key tonight. Which Low Key, I guess, doesn't wear the suit jacket no more. He wears like gun holsters. Thing still, he's Hitman and everything. So yeah, Storm against Low Key. LAX was out there. Actually, a really good match, especially for Storm having a good return match. I almost thought Storm was going to pick up the win, but the numbers game pretty much caught up on Storm as LAX kept getting involved. I thought Storm was going to win after the last call super kick, but since Santana came in and hit him with the title belt, Low Key got the Warriors away and pretty much won the match from there. Even though I thought Low Key's also sent him to the hospital, he just beat him and then they celebrated then. Which I don't even know how much footage with Low Key since he's going to be gone. I guess he left the company anyway, so that kind of makes another bad move for LAX. Like I said, I don't even know what happened to Homicide. They said he went to Mexico. They just didn't bring Homicide in for these tapings, so he'll be the next one. But him and Storm had a good match. I'll give it that. But mostly probably a few with this continuing on since like I said, the numbers game picked up on him. So a really good match with Low Key and James Storm. Allie and Braxton Sutter in the back as Allie, how Taryn attacked them over an introduction. Next thing you know, Garza Jr. came in, asked if she was okay, and Sutter told him to back off, and Garza pretty much says, I'm just here to check on her, and Allie said, all you do is check on me, and Sutter knows why Garza Jr. is actually here for. So you actually agree with Sutter, because this is a guy that rips his pants off all the time, and girls go crazy for it. He just rips his pants off and like, stop! And then he rips his pants off. So, yeah. Jim Cornette was talking about the whole Dan Lambert thing. As they showed more footage, once again, a person that's being involved. And I'm getting tired of Dan Lambert, too, on this show, too. But Karen Jarrett is just, her yelling is just annoying. I don't know. I think Jim Cornette I know it's kayfabe, but I'm glad they don't have Pritchard on TV now. Like I said before, just get rid of Karen Jarrett. You got yourself a show there, because she adds no fucking value, even though she wants to say, get the fuck out, yeah. And now they got her involved in this, but I don't know. She has no value and just shouldn't be on this show. But Jim Cornette pretty much told the whole American Top Team thugs and why they here, and Bobby Lashley needs to make a choice. Grado was in the back with one other cinematic type of deal with Joseph Park and Laurel Van Ness. They're setting up the wedding from alcohol to doves to DJ. Everything, where her family was coming from Victoria, Wisconsin, as Park thought, but pretty much it was Victoria, Canada, which they freaked out each other because she has to be an American to get a U.S. So Grail could get a U.S. citizenship, not Canadian. I don't know who Pagano is from AAA. It doesn't surprise them. I'll say this about AAA and Impact, TNA, whatever. I don't know. I guess they still have a working relationship after the whole Sexy Star and Rosemary and shit, but mostly this is all blame on Sexy Star. You see pretty much mostly the wrestling community that's ousted her in away from the business and stopped her from booking dates, and she's pretty much been blackballed now from this business. Taya will debut next week. Bobby Lashley and American Top Team were in a sit-down interview as Lashley talked about his decision from if he's going to leave pro wrestling, just focus on MMA. As Lashley didn't have a decision right now, and he wants to both win in wrestling and MMA. Something he can do for the next 15 years. But Dan Lambert says you'll be more successful if you focus on one. And, Lambert pretty much went to say that Lashley, going to be a token in MMA. Not here and stuff. And, they asked what he's going to do with Triple Mania. We already saw Triple Mania, which I still think that whole tag clusterfuck match, which even though Lashley and Moose were involved, I didn't understand why they started beating each other up, which we'll probably see footage next week of it. So yeah, as you know, it's supposed to be a token and everything, so I guess soon he will make a decision when it's time. Hey, that's for the American Top Team with Dan Lambert. I don't even know who the rest of these guys are. They're just random fighters. We don't even know who their names are. So yeah, and a very long tag team match is the main event. Eli Drake and Chris Adonis went against Eddie Edwards and Johnny Impact, which pretty much we saw showcasing away from Johnny Impact doing just crazy moves we would probably see him doing Lucha Underground or whatever. Especially that modified 450, which he did like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 Impact or something like that. You know, Mundo Impact, he pretty much did a slow motion entrance like this too, so he did that. But it was a very long tag team match. It was good, but I didn't think it would go that long. There was like 3 or 4 commercial breaks. And Eli Drake and Adonis won. Eli Drake hit the Celtic Cross, or someone want to say gravy drain on Eddie Edwards. So I understand why Eddie had to take the pin, and I guess nobody could face Drake for the title right now. Next thing you know, as Eli celebrated his win, Bobby Lashley, Dan Lambert, American Top Team came out. As Lambert cut a promo then for some reason. Talking about them to get in the ring and Google us and stuff. As they were going to get in, I guess, beat Drake and the others up. Cornette came out and told Lashley to keep this under control. He says, if you don't get this under control, you won't get back at the top at Triple Mania. Which, my God, we saw a lot of Triple Mania references tonight. And you need to control them now, or you're going to be suspended. You won't be able to compete. As Lambert's going to tell the others to get in the ring and storm it. Cornette told him to calm down, and Lashley calmed him down to stop then. And pretty much, Eli Drake, I haven't forgot about you too. Next week, you will be, your title will be on the line against Matt Sydal. Even though Matt Sydal didn't win a match for a title shot, we never knew what title he wanted, but I guess he's going for the world title now. It's just kind of random. So I'm sure next week you'll see Bobby and the American Top Team interfere. But I don't know. Some people think that this whole Dan Lambert thing is getting out of control. Because some say Lashley's taking a back seat to him, and Eli which is odd to put both of them in the intro of the show, showing both of them like he's playing second fiddle to them in a way. So yeah. I don't know where they're going with this Dan Lambert. Some think he's just here to play pro wrestler. I know him and Jared are literally cool with each other. I don't know. He's supposed to be a heel. Some think he is. Some think he's not. I don't know where this whole MMA thing is going, or what Lashley's future is with TNA or GFW or whatever. But we'll just have to find out and see. Alright, that's all I can really say from here. It's good parts in the show. It has bad parts, but you know, it was a lot to speak from. But I thought Petey Williams had a really good return match. I thought the tag match was okay, but it just went long. Storm versus Low-Key, I actually really did enjoy that match too. So yeah, and Eli Drake's promo at the beginning of the show. But yeah, that's what I have to say about that. We'll see what happens next week on the show. I believe Eli Drake versus Matt Sydal for the World Heavyweight Championship. So yeah, we'll just have to find out what goes on. I just don't know where this whole MMA America Top Team is going, or another thing I would say bad too, get Karen Jarrett off the fucking TV. So yeah, and you know, we all know, you know, I was gonna address this, but I already said it now with the whole Triple Mania incident and Rosemary Sexy Star. At the end of the day, it's really fucked up, and I just don't understand why she win the business for herself. I don't know, there was a lot of shooting in that match, and some folks had problems. I don't know, AAA politics is weird on it. Trust me, when I saw that show on Twitch on Saturday, I thought half those matches were clusterfucks. I probably maybe saw 1 or 2 good matches, really. But I'm not going to get into the whole Triple Mania thing right now. But I'm out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out. Comment and subscribe. So, peace.